Blutbart.
Hello and welcome back to another behind-the-scenes toy photography video. This week I'm going to show you how to break canon by combining your favorite fictional worlds. I call this shot Disturbing Discovery. I'll also show you my editing process. I'm not sure the origin of this fan art, but it keeps popping up in my feed throughout the years, so I thought I'd take a stab at recreating it with my toys. Using a styrofoam cooler as a backdrop and a baking sheet as a dark ground surface, I began to compose my scene. I placed my toys pretty close together so I could see them both in my vertically oriented frame. Next, I draped some thick green yarn from the top of my cooler to represent some vines. I only have this one Indiana Jones figure from the Temple of Doom, so I departed from the original artwork's tomb raiding atmosphere and went with a jungle theme instead. I filled out the scene with some decorative moss, some foam replica boulders, and some plastic aquarium plants. With the scene set, I finalized my lighting. I used 2 small spotlights and a large softbox. I used one of the spotlights for a little bit of light painting as I was having trouble getting the right angle with my tripod. On to editing. Here's my base image. I took a few separate exposures with differently angled lights in order to more easily manipulate the shadows in post-production. I began my edit by blending these exposures together with layer masking. I also added adjustment layers for levels and color balance before using the healing brush tool and content aware fill to remove the articulation joints on my toys. After cropping the image, I used the dodge tool to further lighten up my subjects. Finally, I used some custom Photoshop brushes and layer effects to add some flames to Indy's torch. The torch itself was actually an Ewok club, borrowed from my Wicket W. Warwick Black Series figure. So once again, here's my starting image. And here's where I ended up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and make sure to check me out on Instagram. Thanks, and until next time!